Everybody, welcome in 50 Cent, will you? So I'm on your Instagram.
Right.
I'm strolling through, and you essentially said, you put up this post, and you were with Mayweather.
Right.
And you said, Champ is going to win, and all this hype is really for no big deal. You essentially said, that's it. He'll win the fight. So that's who you're picking.
Yeah, this is, you know, the energy surrounding this one is big, man. It's just, you can feel the morale even out here this morning, you know, and he needs to hear me say that also, that he's going to win, to put that into his actual head. Because Floyd don't know how to lose.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we tie our shoes here in the competition without you knowing it.
Okay, but listen, we have to ask you, because at first you guys had some beef, and now you're back good. How do we get to this bench?
It's just like your brothers and sisters argue with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if he says something, it's bigger and it gets more coverage because of the positions that we're in our lives right now. But if your younger brother is the biggest fighter in the world,
all right,
who tells him what to do? Like it's tough to tell him what to do, and everybody around is codependent. So when I say something, I don't need anything from him.
Yeah, you made that clear on the gram. Let's make it official. He's picking Mayweather. So can we put it up on the board?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick.
All right. Now educate this man as to why you believe, I'm sorry, I apologize. Why you know?
I know. I'm
that
sure
Mayweather is going to win this fight.
Well, you know, I'm sure that you know the fight is gonna start round one. That Manny, that they're gonna put the pressure on and come right across the ring at him and everything. And Floyd can fight in the pocket. He just doesn't force himself to do it if he doesn't have to. And they're gonna find that out quick. And I mean,
you saying he's gonna run?
No, I think it could get messy if you come in there thinking it's okay to just come in there out of control. He might get that Marquez.
Okay.
He might get that. That's what I'm saying.
Let me get this straight. This is actually music to Manny Pacquiao's ears if he's watching. And he does watch our show, as does Freddie Roach. They would love it if Floyd would engage in round one. Is that what you think he will do?
Don't expect him to run. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm saying, they think he's going to just run from him. And it's like, we're going to establish right away that you shouldn't think that.
Okay.
You know, like, we ain't going to take no unnecessary beatings. That's what his whole career has been about. You know, sport of boxing is not about that.
How much does it concern you that your man is now 38 years of age?
Oh, man, don't you got George Foreman? What did he just do with Bernard Hopkins? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got fighters there. And if you ain't been losing, if you ain't been taking a beating, you said we've been running, they've been missing.
I really have tried to help Skip understand this. Maybe you could help him. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao is 57-5-2. That adds up to 64 fights. Floyd has 46 fights. And Manny Pacquiao has taken more of a beating in the 64 fights than Floyd has taken in the 46. So actually Floyd, despite the birth certificate, is the younger fighter.
He is.
Because less activity and less of a beating.
And Manny looked like he died when Marquez hit him.
That's right.
We might got a whole new fighter. They brought him back to life.
As I have tried to explain to my partner, Manny Pacquiao did not want to fight Marquez for a fourth time. All he has wanted for 5 years is tomorrow night. I can't believe it's here. It's like surreal that it finally got here. Listen, your man has run and run from him because your man is such a ring genius that he knows this is a bad matchup for him.
You know what?
Manny Pacquiao, yeah, boo yourself.
Now, to your credit, it is going to be the toughest fight.
It will be.
It will be the toughest fight, and you don't take unnecessary tough fights.
Do you know how unorthodox Manny can be? Because he's quick side to side, and he's left-handed,
and
obviously.
After the Marquez knockout, there's nothing matter with Manny's lateral movement. He's going to still be able to do what he's been able to do.
So all you guys got is one knockout in a fight he didn't want to fight.
All we got is
That's all you got.
When he wins the fight, when he wins, he got it now. We're going to have to give it to him.
Okay.
Right? Because ain't nobody else. We can fight a cab driver after this.
You may. You know what? And by the way, Floyd kept talking to you about retirement, how much he's going to embrace retirement, which is coming he wants to be out in September, right? Not that far away.
It's September.
And it should scare you a little bit that your man is already thinking his mind is going to retirement.
No.
While Manny Pacquiao's mind just wants one thing, to vanquish this man as the face of boxing.
Manny Pacquiao's daddy eat his dog?
Yes, he did.
Doesn't any of this
He
stuff
killed
factor
the dog
into
for food for the
psychologically what's
family.
going on with him right now? It's all kind of stuff going on. He just in the interview talking about his daddy ate his dog. This is it's dramatic. This whole thing is really getting to him.
Killed the dog for food. See, Manny Pacquiao had to leave home at 14 because they couldn't feed him anymore. He had to go fight in the streets for $1 a fight just so he could have some food. Well, listen, there's some will going on there.
It is something
Floyd
interesting.
hadn't
And his
been up
mama
against
doing
anything.
voodoo?
Where'd you hear
We got a lot
that?
going on here.
What report was that?
That will have no impact on
Okay,
this
so
fight.
you know, I would say you probably know Floyd better than most. Are there any nerves at all? What has he done differently in preparation for this fight? Different demeanor? Is he behaving differently, or is it just the
he's
same?
concentrating on the work. Like, if you notice, you haven't seen as much, you see more, like, junk talk from Manny than you've seen from Floyd during this
Freddie
fight.
Roach primarily, though.
Yeah, like, but you hear Manny saying he want to be his friend after he whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I want to introduce him to we want to talk to him about his relationship with God. That's what he said.
Yeah, we need to sit down and talk to him about God and dinner after we get his eye open. After we get his eye open from the match. Like,
Let me ask you this question.
Wait. Hold on just a second. You know, it strikes me, you were really back on that Floyd bandwagon. You were off it for a long
let me tell you
time.
something. Let me explain it to you.
You were off it, way off it.
He said, they had beef, and they're cool now.
I understand that because you must be an only child. Like, I'm an only child myself. See, look, we go and switch. Look,
Then tell him what
if
you
I have
said.
an issue with him,
Right.
I'm gonna say what my issue is, and I won't hold my tongue. Right? So if your younger brother had you invest $2 million and then turned around and said, I don't want to do it.
Uh-oh.
Like, he don't know what happened. I don't go sue him because it's my brother.
Okay.
I don't go through any of those other, the business portions of it.
So how did you settle that?
Go through, I cussed him out.
Yes, you did. Again and again and again.
I got you.
That's just that.
Okay. And how did he respond?
Well, he didn't say much. He just said he knows why I was upset the whole time. Like, it's like even the general public understands it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Okay.
It's understood. I mean, listen, I spoke to him about it. The fact is, he's absolutely right in terms of what he said and what he said to Floyd. And it is what it is. But in the end, what it comes down to is this. And if I'm speaking out of turn for you, please correct me. Now you in the fight of your life. Because everybody is looking at you. You 47-0, and they saying, you got a lot of people out there saying, not only are you going to lose, but your legacy is going to be tarnished because if you lose this fight, it's going to discredit everything you worked for, and that's a source of motivation.
And
Am
you
I
losing
wrong?
to a man that done lost 5 fights if you did lose.
Okay.
What would it matter? He would still be the greatest fighter, technically. Unless you want to argue that he ran from the fight.
That's right.
So he didn't do the fight when you wanted him to do the fight.
5 years ago.
Yeah, like, so now, without doing it 5 years ago, we wouldn't know if this fight would have the energy around it that it has right now.
Okay, why do you think it took so long?
Because it's a tough fight, and there's no real reason for you to take that tough fight until you have to. Strategically, you put it in a place where he's at the climax of his career. This is it.
Would you agree that Floyd, in the end, had no choice but to fight him because there had been a big asterisk on that 48-0 or whatever it ended up, 49-0, right? You have to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Well, yeah, I think the sport of boxing doesn't like fighters to retire undefeated.
Oh.
Well, without having fought your chief rival of your era, right?
Right, and I think that look, they don't want you to break the records. You know that.
Floyd.
That's what makes it is get their fingers crossed. Ooh, hope you lose.
Floyd,
he's fighting the sport along with Manny Pacquiao.
Well, I think most people are on Floyd's side. This crowd's way on Floyd's side.
But you're saying the boxing industry is not on his side.
Right. The sport itself is not.
Exactly.
Hello. Floyd Mayweather Sr. told me yesterday they're not going into this fight looking for a decision. Because they, like he said, they really, you talk about the camp, the Mayweather camp. They firmly believe that boxing doesn't want somebody like him to retire undefeated. The whole thing is they don't believe a decision, even in Vegas, will work in his favor. they almost feel like they have to dominate this fight, if not knock
But
out.
wait a second. Do you know how many billions of dollars Floyd Mayweather Jr. has brought into this
I
city?
agree.
Right.
Just billions.
And we still got to do 90 days for some bumps, for some real small. Man, we should be getting a pass.
All right, so before we
Shouldn't
let
be
you
going
go,
to jail for 90 days. It's a stimulus package.
Southpaw, you got a movie coming out. Can you tell us about it? We got to get you out of here. Southpaw coming out in the summer.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
Southpaw movie is great, man. It's directed by Antoine Fuqua. Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I play a supporting role in it. He did some work, man. He was training for five months, twice a day. Antoine Fuqua worked out with him, so they had a special bond as director in the league. And I played Jordan Maines in there. I played the promoter and manager.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of Al, a little bit of Don.
Boxing a little
Right.
bit.
I thought
You know what I
you
mean?
were going to say, yeah.
Yeah, so I got in there and I got a chance to do. I used some of the experience that I learned from the working in the sport because of Floyd.
All right.
You know, so I was able to use it there, and I'm excited about the project. I think everyone will love it. It's out July 24th.
Quickly.
I have a better question. When's Power coming back?
June 6th.
That's all we care about.
Where's Power coming back?
All right, listen.
Power is a
Power
good show.
on Showtime. His film.
You ain't seen it, right?
Oh, I've seen it. I love it.
it's
Round and round. We'll talk about that. We break down the fight as soon as we come back. Bye, you guys.
You know, I'm sure that you know the fight is gonna start round one. That Manny, that they're gonna put the pressure on and come right across the ring at him and everything. And Floyd can fight in the pocket. He just doesn't force himself to do it if he doesn't have to. And they're gonna find that out quick. And I mean,
You saying he's going to run?
no, I think it could get messy if you come in there thinking this. You know, the energy surrounding this one is big, man. It's you can feel the morale even out here this morning. You know, and he needs to hear me say that also. That he's going to win to put that into his actual head, because Floyd don't know how to lose.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we tie our shoes here in the competition without you knowing it.
Okay, but listen, we have to ask you, because at first you guys had some beef and now you're back good. How do we get to this bench?
It's just like your brothers and sisters argue with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if he says something, it's bigger and it gets more coverage because of the positions that we're in our lives right now. But if your younger brother is the biggest fighter in the world,
All right.
who tells him what to do? Like, it's tough to tell him what to do, and everybody around is codependent. So when I say something, I don't need anything from him.
Yeah, you made that clear on the gram. Let's make it official. He's picking Mayweather. So can we put it up on the board?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick.
All right. Now educate this man as to why you know
I know. I'm
that
sure.
Mayweather is going to win this fight.
Everybody, welcome in 50 Cent, will you? So I'm on your Instagram.
Right.
I'm strolling through, and you essentially said, you put up this post, and you were with Mayweather.
Right.
And you said, Champ is going to win, and all this hype is really for no big deal. You essentially said, that's it, he'll win the fight. So that's who you're picking.
Yeah, this is.